Played pretty well. I mean, when you've been in Eugene recently, especially with Stanford, like, what about this place is special, and what about it drew you here?
I mean, one of the main things I was looking for when I went in the portal was I need to be somewhere where I'm going to win. I've done enough losing for the last 4 years, and that was coming in the portal. That was priority number one from everyone I talked to. If I didn't feel that the program had a winning culture, then I didn't want any part of it. And given Coach Altman's track record here, he's never had less than a 20-win year. I've played against him. Every time we've played him, it felt like we've just been down, and it was something I wanted to be a part of. He came up with a good plan and how I can develop and how I fit. And at the end of the day, I thought this was the best fit for me.
So, what about this team gives you the sense that it's ready to win or it will win this year?
I think we have a good combination of experience, and the young guys are coming along really well. The young guys have a year of experience under their belt. We only have one freshman, and then the pieces we brought in turned this into a pretty tough veteran-led team. And Coach Altman's been known to put the pieces together. We always used to say at Stanford, hopefully we play Oregon early in the year before they come together. But given the group and the experience we have, I think we can accelerate that and gel and have some cohesion earlier on in the year. So
What's it like playing alongside Nate, and how do you see his improvement from when you've played up against him previously?
yeah, I mean, one thing is Nate's a great passer, willing passer, finds his teammates, finds me on cuts, and so he's been great to play with. He's definitely got stronger since the first time I played him, and even I think as this preseason progressed, he's got stronger, got more comfortable in the paint, and he's shooting the ball really well. So Nate's a really fun player to play with.
Has playing for a Dana Altman coach team lived up to the expectation? You talk about playing against Dana a couple of times, but what has it kind of been like now being a part of his program?
Yeah, playing for Coach Altman, there's a pretty clear standard of what he expects on the offensive end of the court and defense and how you approach the game. And he didn't sugarcoat anything when he recruited. He's lived up to everything that he's told me. And yeah, he's a genuine head coach, someone who's pretty easy to play for. There's no mixed messages. So yeah, love being here, love playing for him.
I guess what kind of a role, like I guess positionally first, like that you expect to fill, and kind of what kind of a role on this team just in general?
Yeah, I mean, the answer is wherever coach wants me to play, I'll play. I mean, I've played over the last 4 years the 3, 4, and the 5. I think I can adapt my game to what's needed and bring physicality to any position. So whatever Coach Altman decides, and it may be different each game, but wherever I'm needed, that's the role I'll take on for that game.
I've heard several people talk about the importance of physicality with this group. Why do you think that's such an important part of kind of the offseason message with this team?
Yeah, I think the Big Ten's known for physicality, right? And that's the biggest question mark of any of the Pac-12 teams that are moving over there is, can we handle the physicality? There's definitely a slower pace in the Big Ten historically. So physicality in the paint, on the perimeter is a huge thing. And also being able to impose your will to start the games. On the glass, Oregon's known for dominating the backboards. So being able to do that, especially in a conference like the Big Ten where there's some more size, is extremely important.
Do you think these big physical Big Ten teams are also looking at the Pac-12 schools and wondering how they're going to handle the speed and the athleticism?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been brought up at Big Ten Media Day. I mean, people all over, if you read Twitter, that's the knock against the Pac-12 in every sport is they don't think we're physical enough. So, I mean, there's nothing else to say. Just do our work. We know the message. Coaches send a clear message of how important physicality is and try to build on that day in, day out. And then when it's time for Big Ten play, hopefully we've prepared ourselves in a way where we can match and exceed that level of physicality.
How's it been adapting to the kind of new form of defense, especially with like how you fit into the zone?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty simple adjustment. Having experience definitely helps. At the end of the day, it's just basketball principles, right? Jumping to the ball, all the stuff you've been taught. So the adjustment really isn't that much. It's the biggest part is chemistry with the guys, making sure we're talking, and talk solves a lot of things. But having a bunch of vets, we kind of know how important it is to communicate and be on the same page. So that certainly helps the adjustment as well.
To play the 3, 4, and the 5, you have to be a pretty well-rounded player. What have you done, I guess, to put yourself in a position to be able to do that? And I guess, do you feel like you're pretty versatile, pretty well-rounded in terms of your skill set?
Absolutely. I think Stanford gave me a great opportunity to develop over 4 years. I came in, was almost exclusively catch and shoot. And then by the second year, kind of got some post ups, 1 or 2 go-to moves in the post. By the third year, was able to put the ball on the floor a little bit. Last year, I kind of felt where everything kind of came together, where I could make the right play. I could play at all 3 levels if I needed. I pride myself on being efficient, taking good shots, playing good team basketball. And I think if you play basketball the right way, it's easy to fit in wherever you're needed.